a heartwarming memory of the sweet fruit basket from Little Pineapple in the kitchen of the little girl Tian Tian. There was a round pineapple. Everyone called it Tian Tian, the same name as the little owner, and Tian Tian felt particularly close to it. It was dressed in a brownish-yellow armor, which was covered with sharp little thorns, like a tiny warrior. On its head was a cluster of emerald green leaves, which swayed gently in the wind, as if it were wearing a small green hat. When it was first bought by its mother, Tian Tian was always afraid of being pricked by its thorns. It was not until later that she discovered that beneath the armor of this little pineapple lay sweet flesh and warm feelings. That early morning, Mum put the sweet pineapple into the fruit basket in the living room. There were also apples, bananas, and oranges in the basket. Just as it was placed, a rustling sound was heard. It was a little ant. It wanted to climb onto the apple to find the sweet juice, but the fruit basket was too high. It crawled around on the table legs, spinning in circles in a hurry. Little Pineapple quickly shook the leaf on top of his head, letting it hang down to the table leg. "Little ant, climb up along my leaf. My leaves are stable and wide. They won't fall down." The little ant slowly crawled along the green leaves and finally reached the fruit basket. It even rested on the armor of the little pineapple and waved its antennae at it, saying, "Thank you, little pineapple. Your leaves are more useful than a small ladder." In the morning, the sun was slowly rising. Tian Tian, the little master, was playing with building blocks in the living room and accidentally pushed her favorite little duck toy under the sofa. It was pitch dark under the sofa. Tian Tian reached out for a long time but couldn't touch the toy. She was so anxious that she kept stamping her feet. When Little Pineapple saw it in the fruit basket, he quickly shook his body at Tian. Tian, in fact, it was his mother who passed by and touched the fruit basket. Tian suddenly remembered, Little Pineapple's leaves are long. Maybe they can be of help. She carefully picked up the little pineapple her mother had taught her to hold onto the root of the leaf, and swept the green leaves above her head under the sofa. In no time, the little duck toy was hooked out by the leaves. Tian held the toy and smiled at Little Pineapple. "Little Pineapple, you are so amazing. Your leaves are like little hooks, helping me find the little duck." At noon, sweet and good friend Lely came to play at home. Mum wanted to make fruit salad for the two children, but the fruit knife was too sharp. Mum was afraid of hurting the children and asked them to wait in the living room. Little Pineapple was lying in the fruit basket. Hearing his mother say, "It would be great if there was something to arrange the fruits first," he quickly shook his leaves again. Its armor was round and just right to serve as a small plate. When Mum saw this, she smiled and put the cut apple pieces and banana slices in the armor of the little pineapple. Mum had smoothed out a little bit of the thorns in advance. The two children surrounded the little pineapple and ate the fruit with small forks. Lele also said, "This pineapple plate is so beautiful." The fruits seem sweeter now. In the afternoon, dark clouds suddenly rolled in from the sky. Mum forgot to bring the small flower pot on the balcony in, and the raindrops soon began to fall with a drip, drip sound. Little Pineapple was in the living room. Through the window, he saw the small flower pot shaking in the rain. He quickly shook the leaves in the direction of Tian Tian. Seeing the little pineapple's movement, Tian Tian looked at the balcony again and hurriedly ran over to bring the small flower pot in. Mum stroked Tian Tian's head and said, "Thanks to you and Little Pineapple. Otherwise, Little Flower would have been spoiled by the rain." The leaves of the little pineapple swayed gently, as if saying, "I'm here to help too." In the evening, Mum washed the little pineapple clean, peeled off the thorny skin, revealing the golden flesh. She also cut it into small pieces and placed them on a plate. Tian Tian and Lala held toothpicks, picked up a piece of pineapple and put it in their mouths. The sweet juice spread in their mouths, and both of them smiled so hard that they narrowed their eyes. Tian Tian picked up a piece of pineapple and placed it beside the fruit basket, as if sharing with the shell of the little pineapple today. The little pineapple has helped us a lot. We should also give it a little sweetness. Looking at the two children and then at the pineapple shells in the fruit basket, the mother smiled and said, "Actually, the little pineapple is not only sweet in flesh, but also willing to help everyone with its armor and leaves. That's the sweetest part." Tian Tian and Lala nodded half understandingly and picked up another piece of pineapple. Today's pineapple seemed really sweeter than usual because it was filled with the little pineapple's enthusiasm. When the moon rose, Mum washed the pineapple shells clean, dried them, and gave them to Tian as small ornaments. She also put a small wildflower in them. Tian placed the little ornament by the bedside and looked at the green leaves above its head. It seemed as if she saw the little pineapple helping the little aunt, looking for toys and using it as a plate. In sweet dreams, the sweet aroma of pineapples wafts everywhere. Such days are sweeter than the flesh of pineapples and more beautiful than the little green hat.